Thank you for holding, everybody. We're now joined with Larry Blakeney, the head coach of Troy. If you have a question for Coach Blakeney, please dial *1 on your phone at this time. Coach, while we're for questions to get in the queue, would you mind starting us off with an opening statement?
Well, certainly. We were able to win a game that we were supposed to win and had a pretty clean operation throughout the night. We didn't have any turnovers. We got 2 turnovers and 1 for a touchdown. And really, I was proud of the way our kids tried to play in the game, and certainly the pressure of entering a game that everybody said you're supposed to win big is always there. And we were proud to get out of there without anything serious and injury-wise or penalty-wise, and certainly 2-0 is where we wanted to be, and entering the game against our conference leader and championship caliber team like Ark State coming up on Thursday night.
Thank you very much, Coach. Our first questions come from Matt Robertson with the Jonesboro Sun. Please go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Coach. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, Matt. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Hey, first, just want to ask about your quarterback Robinson, just how he's doing, how he's looked for you so far this year. Your thoughts on him?
Well, Corey's worked really hard in the off season and probably done more study than maybe even in years past. He's always been a pretty prolific passer. I think he's trying to really work hard on the little things and trying to prohibit mistakes that stop drives, and so we've been pretty good in that regard in the first 2 games. Certainly the competition is getting ready to pick up against Arkansas State, and but Corey's thrown the ball comparatively accurately, and we've made some plays for him also. And actually in the 30 for 32 outing against UAB, he had 2 drops in the game where he would have been even better. So, the main thing for him is continue to deal the ball around and carry out fakes and do the things that are important, working really hard in the red zone and trying to make sure that he goes through the pre-snap and post-snap progressions that he goes through to get the ball toward the right people.
Was that something that you guys wanted him to focus on from last season, just not making as many mistakes, being a little more protective of the football in his decision-making?
Well, there's no question about that, and we certainly wanted the same thing last year and the year before when he was playing, and he, for the most part, has been pretty good. We've had a couple of turnovers that really cost us games. Not always his fault, but the quarterback is the guy that always gets probably more praise when you win and more criticism when you lose. So it's something you have to deal with as a player at that position. But Corey's been a pretty good hand for us the whole time he's been here.
How do you guys view this ASU game? Obviously, with them being the back-to-back conference champions, I figure it's kind of a huge game for you guys.
Well, it's a big conference game for us and certainly for them also. And it's a midweek TV game, so it's going to be on the airwaves and short turnaround, a little bit of pressure from that regard. But everything more or less equals itself out, and probably the things that win games will win the game for whomever Thursday night.
Coach, how important is it for you just, to start out 1-0 versus 0-1? What's the difference in that kind of start for any football team?
Well, I think it's important to start out 1-0 for us and them, in the league, and you're sort of fighting from behind if you go 0-1, and you're sitting on top and playing probably with more confidence and everything if you're 1-0. So I know Coach Harsin and all his staff and certainly our people are going to do everything we can to produce a win, and it should be a great game.
Last question. Do you have any thoughts about this short week? Do you like it? Do you dislike it?
Well, it doesn't matter what I think. It's basically TV rules college football, and something that you can have a bad attitude about it, or you can have a good attitude about it. And we try to have a good attitude, and, you know, regardless of the game, you try to give your kids a little rest afterwards maybe, and try to get back onto a regular week for a few games there. I think we got all Saturday games the next 3. Certainly none of them will be easy outings with Mississippi State and Duke and South Alabama.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Matt. And thank you, Coach. That's all the questions we have for you today. We do appreciate it.
Great. Thank you.
Stand by. I'll have Brian Harson of Arkansas State on shortly. Please stand by.